For a long time, Crimson Desert looked like a game built around spectacle, big boss fights, flashy combat, and big moments designed to impress. But Pearl Abyss has just released the final features overview, and it quietly reframes what this game actually is. Crimson Desert isn't just an action RPG anymore, it's a world built around routine, preparation, and consequence, and that changes how we should be thinking about it. At the centre of all of this is the Greymane Camp, your base of operations. This isn't just a menu or a fast travel point, it's a physical space that grows over time. You start small, then expand it using resources and money you've earned out in the world. Building farms, ranches, crafting stations, living quarters for your companions. It's where you cook, prepare supplies, customise your gear, and regroup between journeys. What matters here isn't just what you can build, it's what the system encourages you to do. Adventure in the game isn't constant, there's a rhythm to it. You can go out, you come back, you regroup and prepare, and then you head out again. As you reunite with other Greymanes, they don't just disappear into the background, they become a part of your camp, and a part of how you approach the world. You can dispatch them across Pywel while you get to focus on something else. They can gather resources, collect materials, and even weaken enemy-controlled areas before you arrive at your destination. That last detail is really important. If a stronghold looks overwhelming, the game doesn't force you to brute force it. You can prepare for it. You can soften the problem before tackling it yourself. It's not micromanagement, it's an optional strategy, and that distinction matters quite a lot. Towns in Crimson Desert feel less like quest hubs and more like places that function on their own terms. You can trade with blacksmiths and tailors whilst picking up small, grounded side jobs. But the key thing in these areas is consequence. Steal something, attack a resident, cause trouble, and the guards are going to respond to that. You can pay fines, fight your way out, or serve your punishment by sitting in a jail cell. That moment matters as well because it tells us something about the game's philosophy. It's the kind of grounding you usually only see when a world reacts to your behaviour, rather than treating you as the untouchable hero. Survival systems here aren't optional fluff, they're part of how the game expects you to play. Cooking restores your health, stamina, and spirit. Alchemy lets you brew medicine from plants and insects you collect. You hunt, you fish, you gather, and if you want to lean into it, you can support yourself through your own ranch, raising livestock and producing materials, instead of relying entirely on the vendors dotted throughout the world. None of this takes away from the game's combat though. It feeds into it, preparation becoming just as important as the execution. Even though you play as Cliff, there's still a surprising amount of personalization within that. Hairstyles, tattoos, outfit dyes, many of which you discover and craft yourself. Pearl Abyss is clearly drawing on its experience with deep character systems, but without turning Cliff into a blank slate. You're still playing a defined character, it just slowly becomes your version of that character over time. Individually, none of these systems are revolutionary, but taken together, they paint a very clear picture of what Crimson Desert is trying to be. This isn't just a combat showcase with an open world wrapped around it. As I mentioned earlier, this is a game built around preparation, routine, and consequence, where fighting is only one part of a much bigger structure. The real question now isn't whether the game looks ambitious, it's whether all of this can manage to come together into something cohesive. So I'm curious what part of the game actually interests you the most? The camp building, the way the world responds to your actions, or are you still here purely for that combat? Let me know down in the comments, and if you want more coverage of Crimson Desert as we get closer to launch, please consider subscribing. Thanks as ever for watching, and I will see you guys again soon.